There are adults out there who watch porn for around every single week. They've watched porn for around 11 hours to 12 hours. Every week. So every single week there's been a point where an adult has woken up at 8 a.m. and watched porn all the way down to 8 p.m. and gone to bed. No sunlight, no nothing. That sounds like a lot, and obviously I don't think there's any adult who actually does that, but add all the hours that in the night, in the morning, when you fap and you watch porn, I mean, it does sound realistic. That's really bad. What I want you to do is admit you're either one of these two categories. You are the guy like Adonis. If you watch Hamza, you'll know what I mean. You are the guy who participates in nofap and really participates. Someone who implements it throughout his life as it is normal, every day-to-day thing. He doesn't count the days that he's gone off with nofap. It's just a part of his life. Or you're the guy over here, more like the Jeffrey, who indulges in his addictions in Pornhub and masturbation every single day. I mean, Pornhub is so hyperstimulating nowadays. Very hyperstimulating. And not only that, it's everywhere. You can't go anywhere without seeing anything that's borderline soft porn. You go on Instagram, you'll find it. TikTok, you'll find people your age, probably, out there showing off their body. And this is when it gets really fucked. Chances are that your son, your daughter, your kids, maybe you don't have kids, imagine in the future your son and daughter having a Pornhub addiction before they're even 11, at the age of 9. Imagine that. Imagine your son or daughter has a Pornhub addiction. Imagine they come out of your room, they come out of their room, they look you in the eyes, and they go, "Dad, I have a Pornhub addiction." Imagine what those words would make you feel right then in that moment. Personally, me, if my son or daughter came up to me and told me that, I would be devastated. I would be horrified. As a father or as a mother, that would really suck. And the thing is, it's not just on Instagram, on TikTok nowadays. There are other kids showing other kids. There are children who are 9 who are seeing other kids their age on TikTok showing off their body. So when your son or daughter will go to school and see someone of the opposite sex, when they see this, chances are they're going to think that the opposite sex, say your son has seen another girl around his age showing off her body on TikTok, so when he actually sees a real girl in real life, where does his mind go to? Oh, that TikTok he saw. That's his perception of girls now. Which is so wrong, because that's not how women or men are. Pornhub isn't real. It's not real. So when your perception of other people are based off that, obviously that's not going to go well. I mean, and if you look at the restrictions that Pornhub has nowadays, it's literally a click of a button, that's it. Ask you, are you 18? Nope, I'm going to click it anyway. That's the restrictions, that's it. Nothing else. Nah. Why would they? Because every time you click that button and you go onto Pornhub and indulge into your addictions, they make money. Hell, I like money. Who doesn't like money? So, obviously, they're not going to put up any more restrictions. Because why would they? That's a cut on profits. Which is so screwed up when I say that out loud. But that is the cruel, harsh world that we unfortunately live in. And that is it. I can't say anything else about that, really. That is the world we live in. When you are masturbating, indulging in porn, what you are missing out on from nofap is a lot. Because porn is literally training your mind to be the weirdo who sits in the corner but doesn't have sex. No. You're the weirdo who watches sex. That's what porn and masturbation trains your mind to be. So, when you go out to the coffee shop, you go out to the coffee shop, you see a lovely woman, very, very kind. You want to go speak to her. Oh, wait, no, it's fine. I won't. She comes to speak to you. You're awkward, nervous, unattractive, because you've trained your mind in the perception of being the guy who doesn't have sex, who doesn't talk to women, but he watches it. That's what you do. You don't actually talk to women. No. You watch women get fucked. That's basically it. That's what you've trained your mind. So when a real woman, who's not like the things you've seen on Pornhub, comes to talk to you, chances are you're going to be awkward and nervous. You're going to stutter on your words. You're not going to know what to say. And chances are that is because of porn. Because your perception of women is that. Even though that's not true. Even though Pornhub is fake and not real. And I think most of you know, deep down, it's destroying your perception, your view, your mindset, your life. It's destroying it. This is your mindset. The weirdo who sits in the corner and watches sex. What you're missing out on from nofap, and I mean really implementing nofap into your life, not counting the days, oh, it's day 9, if I just fap this morning, it's fine. No. Someone who's more like Adonis. Someone who just indulges in it in his day-to-day life. Oh yeah, I don't watch porn. I don't masturbate. I have no idea how many days I've done this, but I've just been doing it basically in my life, most of my life. I don't know how many days I've been doing it. It is just a part of my life. The man who admits and tells himself, I have quit masturbation and porn, it's better than the guy who's telling himself, oh, I'm quitting masturbation and porn, because you have that mindset that you're going to fail. The guy, Adonis, the man who says he's quit, he's not going to fail because he's quit. See, everyone is like that nowadays. Not just with porn, with like cigarettes, drugs or anything. I've known people who have said, oh, I'm quitting, and their friends have peer pressured them into smoking that extra cigarette, even though she said, I'm quitting smoking. See, that's the issue. Compare it to someone who says, oh, I've quit. Sorry, I don't smoke, I quit. They aren't going to try it again. They might, but you're stern. You turn around, no, I quit. I'm not quitting, I've quit. They won't ask you again to smoke that cigarette. Same rules apply when it comes to porn. When you indulge, and what you're missing out from nofap is, instead of training your mind to be the weirdo who watches sex but doesn't get any, when you implement nofap into your life, you're training your mind to be the guy who doesn't have the sexual desire that he can just click away and it'll go away. Sexual desire is a massive motivation for man. For men, for us, it is a massive motivational factor. So when you can get rid of that sexual desire, as soon as you're horny, you can just click a button and porn, blah, 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 done. You don't have that sexual desire, that motivation anymore. It's gone. As easy as that. You filled it already. You cut it out from your life. As soon as you get that sexual desire, you can't just get rid of it. So you will turn around and be like, alright, fuck it. You go work out. You go improve your body. You can go improve your mindset. You go on your journey on self-improvement, and the reason why is so when you do see that woman, that amazing lady, in the coffee shop, you won't be the awkward, unattractive fucker. Obviously, nervousness will still be there, because you can't get rid of that. But you'll be, instead of the awkward, unattractive guy, you'll be the confident, attractive guy. That's what you'll be, because you used that sexual desire, because you couldn't get rid of it, so you fueled it to look good, to be the most confident and best you possible. So when you go out, women just attract to you. And the reason for that is because you are viewing them differently. You're not viewing them as the guy who watches sex but doesn't get any. You're viewing people as the guy on what your mindset is that when you get that desire and things are difficult and you can't get rid of it as easy, you do the hard work, you put in the effort to improve yourself. That's your mindset. So you confidently talk to that woman. You confidently talk to that lady. And bam, you've overcome that awkwardness. That is the mindset of someone who is like Adonis and strictly goes with the nofap. Your mindset compared to being the weirdo who watches sex but doesn't get any, your mindset is to someone who puts in the effort when things are difficult, who puts in the effort on improving, who uses that sexual desire to fuel his desire in other things, to go out and talk to women, but be confident and attractive, because that's what people are like. That you're probably, if you're someone like me, a young kid, you probably found someone else attractive, but then thought, oh, they're way too out of my league. Because they may be taking a lot of pride in themselves. They may look amazing because they put in the effort to be looking that amazing. But you haven't, because you're just attracted to porn. So you don't have a sexual desire to improve yourself for the other people, because you can just get rid of it as easy as that. That is what nofap can do for you. Properly try it out. See where it can take you. Trust me, you'll literally be training your mind to be like somebody brand new, the unexpected to society, because Pornhub is everywhere. You can't escape it. It's so difficult to. So I don't blame you for being addicted. It's difficult. This is probably the hardest things you're going to be doing. It's difficult. So when you are in the coffee shop and all the other guys there watch porn, but you're the one guy who doesn't, who fueled his desire from sexual desire to improve himself, be the most physically strong, physically good looking, and the most proud and confident himself in that room, well, obviously, women are going to be more attracted to that guy. It's the same how you are more attracted to the more pretty woman. It's the same rules apply both ways. I know what I'm saying is very controversial, and the fact is this is the cruel, harsh world we live in. I can't do anything about it. I wish things were different. I wish pleasure was the way to focus and improve yourself, but it's not. Pain. Pain is the way you improve yourself. Because if you indulge in porn, all that pleasure must come an equal amount of pain. Andrew Huberman is an amazing YouTuber and scientist, and who explains this in much detail. I'll put it in the link description below. So he's someone who explains this in much greater detail. So it's the same thing. If comes an equal amount of pain from the pleasure, so say you dove into Pornhub, that short, instant gratification for today, which is going to ruin you tomorrow, which makes sense because after you feel terrible, you fap in the morning, you haven't even gone out of bed yet, you feel terrible when you do get out of bed. That makes sense. So when you do the opposite, you indulge in pain first, willingly. Say, for example, go take an ice bath. For me, that sucks. But if I go willingly in, I don't have a bath, I have a shower, but you know what I mean. I go take a cold shower, that pain sucks. I willingly go do it, but it sucks. However, after comes a whole lot of pleasure. So rather my pain being down here, rather than what after I've indulged in porn, where the pleasure is up here, but then the pain goes all the way up, I'm doing the opposite. I'm going into an ice shower in the morning instead of fapping, and in an ice cold shower, the pain is up here. fuck me, it hurts. But then the pleasure, oof, goes right up here. Right after, I feel amazing. So this is what NoFap can do for you. It trains your mindset to be the guy who puts in the effort. And also, you get a lot more out of life. Stop being the guy who stays in your bed and masturbates before he's even gotten up. Whose pleasure for an instant moment goes up, but then his pain goes right up and sucks. Be the guy who gets up out of bed and gets into an ice cold shower. The pain goes right up, but the pleasure is even better. And then suddenly you're motivated for the rest of the day to do work. Do the best you can every single day. It's that momentum that keeps you going. Love you all. Do the best.